Welcome, my delightfully curious friends. This is Carol, the Otherwise Woman, and in this reading, we're looking at the prevailing energies that we will be experiencing from the new moon on the 14th of June until the full moon on the 29th of June of 2026. And this is for entertainment purposes only. Any resulting enlightenment is purely coincidental and unintentional. Well, look here, change. About the only thing that is inevitable in life. This is from the Wisdom of the Cailleach cards. And we have the Page of Arrows, or Wren, from the Wildwood Tarot deck. And we have Hazel. It's a little hard to see. It wants to lie to the side. Hazel is our Celtic tree ogham for this period. Now let's first consider change. These can be changes that we initiate ourselves, or they can be changes that come as surprises. No matter what, this card always suggests that they are positive changes. I'm the kind of person who likes change. If we get too stagnant, then, well, who wants to do that? So be ready for change, whether you initiate it or not. It's likely to be a very good one. Also, if you want to practice your shape-shifting, look what hair is teaching us here. How to become a stone and then back into a hare. Now, the Page of Arrows and Hazel are almost opposing each other, but I think they want us to integrate. I'll explain. Hazel is a wood associated with intuition. I think of it in association with the cunning folk, the cunning people, the folk magic practitioners, the herbal healers, those who had wisdom, who had both psychic and intuitive wisdom and abilities, as well as knowledge of the natural world and how things in the natural world can affect us and how we can affect them. But one of the main messages with Hazel is trust your intuition. Now, it's also intuition that is rooted in experience. You know, the more you know, the more your intuition can use what you have learned. For instance, if you get an insight that you want to make a particular recipe, that this particular dish would be good for you or your family or whoever, for some reason, you get the insight that you need to make a particular dish. Now, this is a recipe you have done 100 times. All you have to do, or all that your intuition and your inner knowing has to do, is to give you a little vision of that, and you know the steps to take. If you don't know, if it's a recipe that is completely foreign to you, you've never done this before, but you get that insight that, okay, I need to make this, then you have to go learn about it. You have to learn what steps are involved. And I see these two working in conjunction like that, because with the Wren, there's the energy of learning, analyzing, considering something. This is a very mental energy. The arrows in this deck is analogous. The suit of arrows is analogous to swords in other tarot. this card could say, oh, it's time to learn something new. So this would be a good time to consider starting a course. I'm a little out of step. I actually just finished a self-paced course I have been doing for 6 months now. And in the midst of the last lesson, I actually stopped and did a 3-hour workshop on a different subject altogether. But I'm the type of person who would be a perpetual student. I love learning. I love learning new things, taking classes. Well, so I'm going to see what I can do next. The Wren also brings us determination. The Wren and its associations with winter, that it is well versed in the mysteries of winter and surviving the winter, becomes a symbol of getting through hard times. Changes, even though they will ultimately be good in the end, might have some difficulty associated with them. Don't give up. That's the message of Wren, too, is don't give up. Learn everything you can about whatever situation you're in. But then we have Hazel saying, and then trust your intuition. So while this is very much intuition, this is very much intellect, and what I'm getting from this is we definitely need a balance of both, and we need to learn how to use them in conjunction with each other. Okay. Well, I'm looking forward to the changes, honestly. Couldn't we use something positive, something different? Meanwhile, how do I keep my mind sharp? What's the next thing for me to learn? I hope you find something interesting to learn. What does your intuition guide you to? And that you make some positive changes or experience some positive changes in your lives. This is where I will end this reading. And reminders, please like, share, and subscribe. We are all slaves to the algorithm. And if you would like a personal reading from me, I can be reached at otherwisewomanccp@gmail.com. So, enjoy this period of the moon's waxing after the 14th, and I'll see you back at the full moon. Goodbye.